Battletoads. There's a new one dropping on the Xbox this week. And Nathan and I, we're going to talk about the franchise in celebration. Our memories with the games, our favorite games in the series, and which of the Toads we want to date. Along with that, we're talking top 3 rare games of all time, our favorites, which is the hardest top 3 I think we've had to do yet. Strap in, smoke a J, let's do this thing. Hey, welcome. This is Stone and Gaming. I'm Ronald Short. I'll lead you through the proceedings along with my friend who's going to help me as well. Actually, he's going to be on that side after this is recorded. Whatever side. My friend who's here, the Groot to my rocket, Nathan Minger, my co-host. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? These are great.
I'm good as well. As
good as I could be.
Buzzed my head.
Nice, yeah.
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 Yours is a little more grown out now.
Yeah, I need to do something with that, but I still don't feel safe. So
right. No, yeah, I was just really hot and my hair is super thick. So I haven't buzzed my head since I was Walter White for Halloween.
Nice.
And I thought, why not? Let's do it again.
Yeah, I don't
did
remember.
It. Some other pals did it. So
yeah, I don't remember the last time that I did it. It's like a kid since I was a kid, probably.
Really? Yeah. I don't know why. I just
good.
When you take a shower after you buzzed your head, it feels fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
It was weird though. It was because I haven't felt that in such a long time.
Oh man, I love getting high and then jumping in there, and ooh, what a magical experience.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting high, what are you smoking today?
Some kind of indica. I don't know.
Oh, that's fine. Indica's great. That's a great answer. Well, I'm smoking an indica as well. Fire Kush.
Ooh.
It's pretty damn good. It was grown indoors in California.
Oh.
California. Yeah. I'm feeling great.
Same.
I'm super pumped to talk about today's subject. Battletoads. Which we will get into shortly. But before we get there, let's talk about what we've been playing. What have you been playing lately? What's a game you've been playing a lot, or several?
There's a new game on Xbox Games for Gold called Dunk Lords.
Dunk Lords? Is that basketball game?
Yeah. And it's pretty fun actually. When I was a kid, me and my brother used to rent this game called Looney Tunes Basketball.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a lot like that game.
Wow.
It's like that game meets NBA Jam.
NBA Jam, okay.
It's a lot of fun.
I'm convinced. Now, NBA Jam are the only games that I actually played the series of. I wanted to play each installment because of how fun they were.
This one's great. Like the characters are a lot of fun and original. Like there's one is like this weird strawberry guy. He's got a strawberry head and like his weird like green like plant body.
What?
It's weird. There's like a big polar bear that you can play as.
Oh, that's tight.
It's pretty cool. The characters are like original. It's really fun. I recommend it, and it's free if you have Xbox Gold, whatever. Gold Games for Gold Pass.
Downloading right now.
Do it. Go do it.
No.
You should do it. Not right now, but do it.
Yeah, I'm going to.
And the other game I've been playing is Hyperscape. It just came out, I think, in beta on Xbox for free. It's a battle royal. Apparently, it's pretty big on PC. My brother was saying it's one of the games that he watches on Twitch, and it's like one of the. It's streamed rather a lot, I guess, on Twitch. And has a pretty big following on PC, I guess. I had never heard about it until our friend had told us about it. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a battle royal, but you start off in a big city, so like when you actually get into the battles, it's close quarters, and there's a lot of like almost like trampoline things you can bounce up on, like jump across buildings. It's a lot of fun. Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I recommend it. And then definitely I've been playing Fall Guys and Apex. I'm always playing Apex, but there's a new season coming out of Apex next week. So
you're getting pumped.
Yeah, trying to level my character up from the current season 5. But there's a new character coming out, a new map, a new weapon, new gameplay elements.
Whoa, man!
Yeah, season 6 is crazy.
Boy, howdy!
Man.
That's crazy.
So, I think it starts on Tuesday, something like that.
Okay, this is Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
And that's it. That's pretty much all I've been playing.
Okay, cool.
What about you, man?
Sweet. Yeah, so I had been really good about focusing on a game and getting it beat for a little while there. I've been beating games left and right. I've been doing well. I have an app called Game Track. I don't know if you use this app, but it's really, really cool.
I'm gonna write this down.
Yeah, I can tell. I also
Track.
text you after this, but yeah, it helps you keep track of the games you're playing, what you've beaten, and everything. It's kind of like Letterbox, if you've ever used that for film. It's kind of whatever. If you've ever used Letterbox, it's similar to that. But I've been doing well, and then motherfucking Fall Guys came out, and I've just been playing that. It's so easy to just do a few rounds in between stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm just always like, I'll just do this before I play this other game, and then I just play that for hours.
That's the thing. You just go in to play a few mini games, and then like hours have passed.
Yeah. Oh man, I
That's
can't wait
fun.
until that game has. I mean, it has so much potential.
Yeah, I feel like it's
so fun.
It's already blowing up. It's huge.
Oh yeah.
I hope I hope they extend that to other consoles. 2.
Oh yeah.
I hope. Obviously, I can't wait to see what other mini games and stuff they come up with.
Yeah.
I know games like that, the customizations, whatever, but there's not a lot of customization in it right now. Everyone has the same stuff.
It's getting a little more varied, but you're right. I think it's going to take time for that to happen. And something I seem to notice that they're doing is that they're like in the store, they're like releasing things to different people at different times. So like I'll have a ninja costume, and then you'll have a mammoth costume.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or I'll have a brown mammoth, and you'll have a blue mammoth. Yeah, they're trying to make it more varied, I think.
Okay.
Because you're totally right. There are a lot of fucking wolves. Now there's a lot of cacti because they gave that free costume away.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that game's so much fun. I also just love watching it because it's so funny and the shit that can happen to you.
Especially when you're playing with friends.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then I've tried a Call of Duty Warzone with our friend Tommy on the PS4.
How'd that go?
I think it's pretty fun. I really like the vehicles.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny how quickly I can get chopped out of the air with a helicopter as I'm just parachuting down the first time. I'm just coming down, and then a fucking helicopter blade just minces me up.
Did you?
I love. What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I love how when you die, you get taken to the gulag.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you like what you thought about that. And
I think that's
you had a chance
awesome.
to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was taken to the gulag a lot.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, I love how it puts you in there with like other players. You're all waiting. Who are we gonna fight? Yeah. And then it gives you a random weapon and throws you in it. Oh yeah, I love that. I think that's a really great aspect.
I agree. It's a cool concept to the game. It's frustrating sometimes though.
Yeah.
Especially like when you get like strong weapons, like especially like a shotgun or something.
Oh
yeah. Sometimes I feel like I get the shot off before the other player. Whatever.
Yeah. I do like the shielding though, and it doesn't feel as like, I feel like past Call of Duties, they made it too realistic and you die way too fast. Like you just fucking drop one bullet and you're down.
Yeah.
And in this, you can build up your shield. You have like different layers of shield and strengths. And I like that they added that because I hate how fast you died in past Call of Duties.
Yeah,
it's kind of a turnoff for me.
I agree with that. I also like the map. The map's gigantic.
It's huge, and it's like a fucking fallen city. Like pieces of it are blown away.
Yeah.
Like a stadium. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's also, I don't know if you know this. The map is a combination of all the multiplayer maps that in past Call of Duties.
Oh, you told me that.
Yeah,
I forgot that. No, that's really cool.
That's a pretty cool concept. How they like piece all that together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah, we'll probably talk more battle royales down the line.
Yeah.
Hint, hint. But another game I've been revisiting. I got pretty far into one night. I just became obsessed with it for some reason. But it was mostly for this podcast. I was trying to play some games from the catalog of Rare. since we're doing Battletoads. And this was Conker's Bad Fur Day. I wanted to see if it held up. And
What'd you
oh
think?
man, I love that game. I
We'll
still love it.
Talk more.
Yeah, we'll
Maybe.
talk more. We'll see.
Cliffhanger.
Cool.
Stay tuned.
Da,
If
da,
you're waiting for the
da.
Conker's Bad Fur Day conversation.
Yeah, breakdown. News and releases. News and releases. Take it away.
Let's get right into it.
Ming.
That's weird. I didn't like that.
Last name's Minger. Come on.
I know.
I'm just trying. I'm trying some names out.
Okay, well, scratch that one off your list.
All right.
Put a line through it. Oh, wait.
Ming.
There you go.
Go on. Go ahead.
All right. First piece of news is some big news for the Xbox community. Halo has been delayed to 2021.
Shot to the heart, and you're to blame.
Yeah, that's kind of frustrating and disappointing, but they gave a lot of reasons. COVID and whatever. I think it was a direct response to the criticism they got about the graphics quality of the gameplay demo that came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Super disappointed.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. At this point, like they said the aesthetic they were going for was that original Halo thing, which I get. I don't particularly like. It's the Xbox One X, Series X, or whatever. I want to see what that thing can do.
Right. I always took that as, when I read that, I always took it as they were trying to make it feel like Halo, but I didn't know that meant graphically. Like, I can understand making levels that are like HD versions of old Halo.
Yeah.
But using that as an excuse for poor graphics it's not good.
I agree.
Yeah, especially like you said, if you're supposed to be on the next platform, like you're supposed to be the showcase of what it's capable of. I was super disappointed when I heard this. I was really sad, to be honest, because I was like, that's a big release, Christmas time. Until Nintendo says something, PlayStation doesn't really have anything because PS5 is coming whenever it does.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to look forward to.
Yeah, I'll probably wait on the Series X.
I am too, for a little bit. I think.
until Halo comes out, maybe, depending on what else.
Yeah, it just really depends on the lineup. Yeah.
I think they're trying to tout other games now, right? But I haven't seen anything that's been like cool.
Their indie game slate looks really great, and I think the Game Pass presentation they had was pretty cool. Like, they had but there wasn't a lot of gameplay, and it was all cinematics. Like, didn't show off what we needed to see.
Yeah, exactly.
How does this game play? Because
when is it coming out? They really didn't. Or did they say it's going to be?
They only said a few of them. Like, some of them will launch, but like the Rare game, I have no idea what that is. But it looks beautiful. Yeah, I just want to know how the fuck does it play?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I think it's a weird time because like they want to show stuff, but also people can't work as hard as they have been,
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to other news.
Yeah.
This one's a convoluted mess.
Oh.
Epic, the creator of Fortnite, has filed a lawsuit against Apple and Google. I'm going to try to break this down for you here. But frankly, it doesn't matter. It's just rich people trying to get richer.
Yeah.
And trying to prevent rich people from getting richer. It's weird.
Yeah.
So any app that's in the App Store, whether I don't know about Google, like what it is, but for Apple, they take a 30% cut of any purchase you make. Any apps that cost money, whether that's in app purchases or just upfront app costs, they take a 30% cut upfront. So Epic was like, we don't want that. We don't like that. So they released an update that allowed players to make purchases in-game directly to Fortnite and bypass Apple's and Google's payment system. So you didn't have to, you didn't have to do it in-game, or you didn't have to do it through their app store. You could do it through in-game and just buy it directly through them. And they,
according to Wikipedia, a payment system is any system used to solve financial transactions or the transfer of monetary values.
okay, thanks, Google. All right.
Look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant.
Cool.
I'm not editing this out. This
No,
is too
don't.
good.
That was, thank you. Anyways, so not only did they do that, but they also released they gave a 20% discount on all the V-Buck levels of payments or whatever. So because of this, Apple and Google was like, no, that breaks our rules. You can't do that. Any app purchases have to go through us. So Epic filed a lawsuit, said, nope, we don't like that pretty much. We want to make more money. I want that 30%.
Yeah.
Which, whatever.
Yeah, who's right here?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
They're both $1 trillion companies. Like,
yeah.
does
Fat
it
cat's
matter?
Getting fatter. Yeah.
How about you just
Absolutely.
How about you just give me the 30%? I'll take it.
Yeah. Just give it back to us.
Yeah. Anyways, it's a bunch of garbage.
That's nuts.
But
that's so crazy.
For people that play on those platforms, they can play for now, but until the next update, kind of out of luck at that point. Until this thing gets settled, I guess. If it gets settled before that.
Holy crap. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks for mobile players.
I guess there's a new season coming out, or a new season update on August 27th.
Oh. Oh, damn.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, I guess.
Wow.
But again, who cares? Moving on to releases. We got 2 releases, and one we just talked about in the last episode, but I think it's important given our topic for today.
The reason for the season.
August 20th, Battletoads coming out.
Can't wait.
Yeah. We'll talk more about that later, but just watch if you got an Xbox or a PC, which I think that's only the only platforms it's being released on.
Yeah. Xbox owns the property.
Oh, nice. So, yeah. It's on Game Pass for free. So if you got Game Pass, you can get it there. I mean, not for free. If you paid for Game Pass, you get it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Might as well try it.
On August 24th, I know we're excited for this game. Samurai Jack Battle Through Time.
Oh, yeah.
This game looks awesome.
It does. It looks really cool.
Yeah. If you're a fan of Samurai Jack, the cartoon from Cartoon Network, this looks like pretty much like a.
You play through the show.
It's like an episode. Yeah. Then you play through past episodes, I guess, or past plot lines. I don't really know too much about it. But yeah.
And it goes through the new episodes that they had on Adult Swim as well.
Older with the beard.
Yeah, it's bloodier. I wonder how they're gonna how they're gonna handle that. I doubt they're gonna have blood in it.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
But yeah, so that's it for news and releases.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I forgot that I didn't know when that was coming out, honestly.
August 21st. That's this week.
Wow. 2 big games. Battletoads.
Cartoon games too.
Cartoons, yeah. Well, this brings us to the top 3. This week we're talking Battletoads. We're talking the video games and the Battletoads series. And we thought it would be a good idea to rank the top 3 rare produced games. Rareware, or however you know them as. Been making games since the 80s. Maybe even before that.
I think early 80s was their first game, 83 or 84, something like that.
Something like that,
yeah.
Was it Jetpack? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I don't remember.
But I really love Rare, and they're one of my favorite developers even still. Like I know they had some missteps on the early Xbox stuff, but I just always hold out a hope that they're going to make another great game, and they have, thankfully.
Yeah, when I was researching before we started filming today, I was like, man, they such a great list of games there. I was like, man, I forgot
a library.
And then I also I didn't realize the Rare Replay was free on Game Pass, or was on Game Pass, so I downloaded that and was playing some games on there, and I was like, I didn't even know that Rare had some of these, and one that they were even on that Game Pass, so I played a couple of those too.
Yeah, I told you that a long time ago, bro.
I forgot. I took a lot of weed, dude. I don't know if you know this.
Well, no, I love that Rare replay. It's been a real treat revisiting. That's how I played Banjo.
Yeah.
Banjo Kazoo.
I thought you bought it though.
I mean, I did before Game Pass. It was $15, so
Ah.
that's like how many games? 30 plus games.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good deal. I don't mind
For
giving
sure.
them the money for that.
For sure.
So yeah, our top three, and this time we both agreed we're going to give runners up before we dig into the top three.
Oh, are we doing that
So
first?
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna say my runners up and then my number three. Okay.
How many? Wait, before we go into runners up, how many?
I have
Runners
two.
up
I have two runners up.
Okay, two runners up. Me too. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. All right. Runner up number 1 and number 2. I'm just gonna say them both. Banjo Kazooie and GoldenEye. So number 5 and number 4, if we were to list those.
Okay.
Banjo Kazooie and GoldenEye. Number 3, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Wow.
Yeah. Conker's Bad Fur Day came out at the exact right time in my life. I was really into film. I was really into making people laugh in high school. I was like 17 and horny. There's a lot of it's a very
A lot of poop jokes.
raunchy game, yeah, with very male-centric humor.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's of the era, but it's also a really fun platformer. I love the context sensitive button that you have to press and always does whatever you need it to in a situation. I like figuring out the boss battles, the musical numbers, the great mighty Pooh. Oh man, it's so great.
Yeah.
But I totally acknowledge that it has its issues. Like besides gameplay, I mean, like the camera is a little wonky, but also because it's not very PC. But it's
Not at all.
It's just of the time, and it really helps like with my humor, and it's been a video game. And as a filmmaker and wanting to be a filmmaker and loving movies, there were so many movie references in this game. Like all of the levels are based off of a movie, basically. Like the first one with the Hey Boss, he's Terminator. Musicals with the Almighty Pooh. You got the Matrix towards the end when they're fighting through the bank or like the castle, whatever. And then an alien when you fight the boss at the very end. He turns out to be a fucking alien.
Yeah.
It looks just like a xenomorph.
Yep.
It's chock full of references to great movies. So that's my number 3. Sorry. Rambled a bit. I love that game.
No, I agree. My honorable mentions in order. So 5 and 4.
Yeah.
GoldenEye and then Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh.
I gotta say, this was tough. This was so tough. And I gotta say, Conker's got just edged out of the top 3. But everything you said, I couldn't agree with more.
Yeah.
It really was a game of the times, and it was one of those games like my mom she didn't like me and my brother playing games that were like that. I remember getting the South Park game, and my mom hated that game so much.
Was it the first person shooter?
Yeah, for N64.
Yeah. What a piece of shit game.
Yeah,
I played it all the time.
Same. Just because it was South Park. That was the only reason.
Yeah.
But this game, she didn't know anything about it. She didn't know that it was like
just a cute squirrel.
Exactly. So it was a game that we could play that was raunchy and stuff that my mom didn't know about, which me and my brother liked.
Yeah.
Anyways, GoldenEye, I'm not going to go into that just because for all the reasons that everyone always talks about it for.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Snake Rattle and Roll.
Wow.
Yeah.
The original?
Yeah, for the NES.
Yeah, wow.
I love this game. This is one of the games that me and my brother had for our NES growing up, and we played this game for hours. It is so hard. I played it before. Yeah, I just played it before this game just on the rare replay, and the controls on that game were horrible. That game is just all nostalgia for me. Like I remember like because NES was the first system that my console me and brother got, and we just sunk so much time into that. So we played that game a lot. So that's my number 3.
Nice. I have no experience with that game. I know it's on there, and I've been meaning to try it. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, you just a snake that eats little balls that grow your tail, and it's like you just go through this like 3D maze. I like it. It's fun.
And there's a modern one on there too, right? Isn't there an updated one?
I
Maybe
didn't
not. I could be
see
wrong.
that.
I could be
I
wrong.
just skimming through it really quickly though, so I didn't.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
I'll have to check. We'll have to check.
Yeah.
All right. Number two of our favorite rare games, Sea of Thieves. Yo ho ho and a ball of rum, chum. This is a great game.
Yeah.
I never knew how fun it could be to be a pirate.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic multiplayer game that when you're experiencing it all together and laughing and just when it's all hitting the right notes, it's just such a great experience. And that's what I'm looking for. And like we've said before, I feel like the art style is very rare meets modern like realism. So it's kind of got cartoony aspects to it a little bit. The
Kind of
pirates,
cell shaded a little bit too.
yeah, a kiss, just a kiss.
Yeah.
But the skeletons are straight up rare. How they
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like they laugh and they eat bananas to get health.
Yeah.
The fucking shark, it feels like a rare villain. Like you'd see that in a Donkey Kong Country or something.
Definitely.
Megalodon, I guess. But yeah, it's a great modern vehicle for them to be working in. A modern world that they have made for us to share part.
Yeah.
I just really enjoy it. All right, number 2.
Number 2. Mine is Donkey Kong Country.
Nice.
Super Nintendo.
Uh-huh.
Another game that just sunk so many hours into. I remember having this for the Super Nintendo and the graphics on it just being blown away by those 3D. Even though it was still like a 2D platformer, the 3D like art style was just so cool for the times. Another game was just pure nostalgia for me. God, I love that game. All the different animals you can play as and with, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donkey Kong Country. Love that game.
Nice. All right, brings me to my number 1. Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, I mean, everything you said is a great reason to love it. It's a game, I feel like Rare really came into being the Rare I love with this game.
Definitely.
And a lot of people enjoy Diddy's Kong Quest, the sequel, better. They think it's a better game. But for me, I like Donkey Kong. I like how he controls. And this game is a lot of nostalgia for me, so it's probably blinding me to it as well. But it's just fun. It's really fucking hard, like all of their games eventually get.
Look, minecart levels?
Oh, they get
So
fucking
frustrating.
out of control. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I love the villains.
Yeah.
K. Rool, that's fucking great. I love how he comes back after the credits. You're not done yet, motherfucker. You have to fight him again. Rare, they're cruel sometimes. Like you think, oh man, I finally beat it, and he's like, nope, I'm back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Forgot about that moment.
I love that game. It's a pinnacle of gaming, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, you're number 1.
My number 1, Sea of Thieves.
I knew we reversed. As soon as you said Donkey Kong Country, I'm like, motherfucker.
I know the same thing when you said Sea of Thieves. I was like, I'm not going to say anything about it.
Yeah, I know. I could tell.
Yeah, for all the reasons that you said, just that game is meant to be played with friends. Like you really get the full experience and really like what you it's like how you should be playing that game.
Yeah.
The Kraken battles are just straight like no matter how
horror.
many times you play that game, it is terrifying every time.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Uh-huh.
It's such a well-made game. It looks beautiful. Yeah, what a great game. What a great game.
Yeah. I concur, my friend. I like that they have references to the other games too. Like they have the flags of Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
And,
Conquer, you can get like a Conquer ship with like a squirrel and it's
oh
like holding a
yeah.
beer.
Oh man. Oh, that's
I
awesome.
wish I
It
wanted
costs
to
real
pay
money.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
hate that shit.
cool.
Let me unlock it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One person I do want to talk about before we move on, especially because of Donkey Kong Country and because of the games we're going to be talking about today, is David Weiss, who is the composer of the music. Donkey Kong Country has one of the best video game soundtracks of all time.
Period.
Period. When I was doing research for this, I found a live performance of David Wise in an orchestra playing like a medley from Donkey Kong Country, and
That's
he
amazing.
does the sax in the part where you're like underwater.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he was there and played it. It was pretty awesome. But I mean, who can forget like da 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 da
Easy connection.
Yeah, but he also did Battletoads. He did like all of the Battletoads games.
The music in that game, those games are so good.
Yeah, the opening, the pause screen, the racing. Even though that level fucking sucks, that music is awesome. Yeah, but we'll get into that right now, actually, with the game of the week, Battletoads. When you hear that combination of words together, what do you feel, Nathan? How do you feel?
Righteous.
Tubular. Radical. I was hoping you'd keep going. That's fine.
I don't know.
Battletoads is a game that I discovered on the NES and tried my damnedest to beat, but just could not beat it ever. Let's see here. It was released and developed. It was developed by Rare and released on the NES in 1991. Various others came after. It was released on so many different systems and the PC and shit like that. The story goes as such, and there's going to be a running theme through most of these. The Battletoads must save their partners, Pimples and Princess Angelica, by battling through the planet of the evil Dark Queen. I said Pimples. I meant to say Pimple. It's just Pimple. Rash, Pimple, Zitz. They're the Battletoads. Perfect names. And not so perfect skin conditions.
No, yeah. Did you know, I was reading, I don't know how accurate this is or not, but I was reading that the Battletoads were created to rival the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They were inspired, by there was like a mania of making animal-based, like Samurai Pizza Cats. You had the biker bikes from Mars, Street Sharks. Yeah, there was a lot of, and Battletoads was part of that. But I feel like they at least for me personally stand out more than those other shows.
Definitely.
Maybe not Street Sharks. I like Street Sharks a lot when I was younger. But Battletoads is definitely up there with the Ninja Turtles in that it was a game I was obsessed with and I really enjoyed. You're two toads if you can get another player. I played with my cousin a lot. And you have to and I hated how you hit each other.
Yeah.
There's friendly fire in that shit. Because
Why?
you get distracted and you're like, you hit me? Fuck you, I'm gonna hit you back. The sound effects are great.
That was a good impression of the sound effect.
The kick at the end, I love that. The flourishes is really what made the games work, in my opinion. Flourishes like that, where they kick and the boot becomes big, or when he punched, it was an anvil sometimes, like on the last punch.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're a ram when they headbutt.
Yeah,
I love stuff like that. It was like a cartoon even before this version that's coming out this year.
Yeah,
like they were really trying, and like when they see a boss and their eyes pop out and their mouth drops.
Yeah,
and straight up
great
Tex Avery shit. Yeah, fantastic. What's the memories you have from this? Like, why is it connected so much to you?
I mean, I don't remember if I had this game. I don't think I had this game as a kid, but we ran it a lot. Yeah. I don't think me and my brother ever beat it, but same thing that you're saying. We played it. The Turbo Tunnel level, I remember playing that like back and forth where, well, one, I guess we played it 2-player, but I remember trying to, because what sucked about that game playing in 2-player is if you both don't make it through, you fail.
Oh, I
So we would
hate
just
that.
try to beat it on 1-player, and we
Yeah.
would trade off. Like I would try and fail, and then I would give the controller to my brother, and he would try and fail.
That's the
We
way
just
to do
keep
it.
passing it back and forth that way
Yeah.
until we beat it. But
Mario
yeah,
style.
exactly. All the reasons that you said. I mean, like, oh God, this game is just. I again think this was a game of the times. They created it to try to rival TMT and TMNT, and they did a great job because like I feel like kids our age ate it up. Like this,
Yeah, I mean, it was super popular.
huge, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Loved this game.
for sure. They were it's very like 80s, 90s aesthetic.
Definitely.
Like early 90s, like we were saying, radical and tubular and
Yeah.
very much so. And they have like fucking sunglasses, like
Yeah.
I don't know. Just I love it. I love it. Really taps into that nostalgia vein.
Agreed. Agreed.
Why was it so hard? I'll never understand.
Yeah, that turbo
Primary
tunnel,
audience was
I feel like that's where most people failed. That's when they just
Oh, yeah.
gave up. We're like, I'll never beat it.
and that's level 3.
Yeah.
I only remember beating it like one time, and I
Yeah.
was super excited, and then I don't know how far I got after that.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing about that game. If once you die, you're done.
No
Back to the beginning.
continues, no passwords. Yeah,
Yeah.
rough stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Around the same time, and also in 1991, Rare developed a Battletoads for the Game Boy. And while, like we were talking about earlier, I think off of the podcast, they had the same cover art. The Game Boy version was something completely different.
Yeah.
And it's, let's see here, posing as an exotic dancer, the Dark Queen kidnaps Rash and Pimple, and it's up to Zitz to fight to get them back.
Classic,
An exotic dancer.
classic tale.
Yeah, that feels like a rare choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exotic dancer.
Let's make her an exotic dancer.
A little more British though. They're British.
Oh well, I'm not gonna do a British accent.
Let's make her an exotic dancer.
I feel like that was the one New Yorker they hired.
Oh yeah, the intern.
Yeah.
This kid's got it. He's hired. Wait, why? Oh no, there's more talking like it. Damn it. I didn't have this game. I didn't have it on the Game Boy.
No, me either.
So I don't really have an experience with it.
No,
There's no
never
really
played
way
it.
to get it besides buying the game. So couldn't do it. Couldn't do
Move
it. I don't
it
have a
on.
Game Boy to play it on. Yeah. Next, Battletoads in Battle Maniacs, developed by Rare and released on the Super NES in 1993. Zitz is captured by, you guessed it, the Dark Queen. The Toads have specific abilities this time around, and they use those to get Zitz back. I like that they took turns with the Toads. Each one of them gets kidnapped in one of these games.
Yeah.
And also sometimes a random princess who we never really hear about again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they have specific abilities, bigger sprites. Pimple is the powerhouse with big punches, and Rash is nimble and quick with kick attacks. So they give a little variety. They had 2-player again, and I'm pretty sure you can still hit the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
They keep that in there.
I love this game. So
Yeah,
much.
nice.
Oh yeah. I love, like you said, the different, like the more dramatic sprites, like they're bigger and more cartoony.
Yeah. More detailed.
Yeah, this game was just. Again, I didn't have this game, but it was a game that me and my brother rented a lot. I don't think we beat it. I just feel like we.
I don't blame you.
Beat.
that was my connection to
it.
Was rental, because I'd always see that case in the rental store, and I'm like, that's like, it was big and bright and colorful, and like had the Battletoads, and like I rented that a couple times, and I enjoyed it too. I don't know if like I wanted to revisit this game for this, but why don't they have it on the Rare Replay?
I don't know.
It's like the only one. Like, I understand why they don't have the Double Dragon game on there. That's a conflict of properties. Yeah. But fucking Battletoads? Like, why would you have this one? I don't know. I couldn't find it. I couldn't revisit it. I really wanted to, so I just watched footage of it. But I do remember renting it. I didn't like it as much as the first as a kid, but I was a dumb kid. Sometimes I just got super into the first, and I liked this one a lot, especially the detail of the sprites.
Yeah.
Like you said, it was like a cartoon.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an aesthetic that is really smart for this series, and I'm glad they're embracing it even more than
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have any other memories from this one specifically?
No, that's pretty much it. I remember just renting it a lot and it being just like the go. I feel like if that game was there, like available, and there was no other game, that was always our go-to.
Yeah.
Like we'll get Battletoads. We're not gonna have fun and we'll try to beat it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. No, I don't. That's about it. Love that
Nice.
game though.
Yeah. Beautiful art, all
Yeah.
around. Let's see. After that, you have Battletoads in Ragnarok's World, also for the Game Boy, released in 1993, developed by Rare. So this is just this is the first game. So Battletoads and Battletoads for the Game Boy, two different things. But Battletoads in Ragnarok's World and Battletoads on the NES, same game. So they just released the first Battletoads and called it something different.
Weird. Okay.
Onto the Game Boy. So it's the same story, same everything. It's just smaller, and you can't do 2 players.
And less color.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, no color whatsoever. So not anything new to say about that. We've already covered that.
Yeah.
First game. So
Cool.
I never played this version either.
Me either.
The one handheld version I did play of the first game was the Game Gear, and that's the version I got furthest in because I beat that hover cycle level. What are they called?
Level's called the Turbo Tunnel.
Turbo Tunnel. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I thought you had a name for him earlier. But yeah, I actually got the furthest in the Game Gear, but I never played the Game Boy versions of these games.
No, me either. Never did. I had a Game Boy as a kid. I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I knew that there were Game Boy games for this until I was doing research for this. But whatever.
Yeah. Let's see here. After Ragnarok's World comes Battletoads Double Dragon. Developed by Rare. Once again, Rare had full control of this, which is pretty incredible for them to release their franchise to them and say, do what you want.
Yeah.
It was released in 1993. 1993 was a big year for Battletoads.
Yeah.
Battle Maniacs, Battles in Ragnarok's World, and Battletoads Double Dragon all came out in 93.
Wow.
It's crazy. Wow, the games don't do that anymore. They space it out. Let's see. It came out in 93 for the NES, Genesis, SNES, and Game Boy. So it was cross-platform from the beginning. The Dark Queen and Shadow Boss team up, and the 5 heroes, Zitz, Rash, Pimple, and Billy and Jimmy Lee must team up to stop them.
This game is so cool.
I never played it.
Never? Oh, man. This is a game my brother rented again all the time. And I feel like we were just blown away by these two games coming together in this way, and the fact that you could play as a Battletoad and as a Double Dragon in the same level was just so cool. I mean, it was the same. Yeah, it was the same classic beat 'em up. Like, it's the one cool thing about it is now the Double Dragons had their own sprites. Like, they overemphasized their like kicks and punches and stuff, which was awesome because obviously the Double Dragon games didn't do that. So it was cool to see that in a game. Yeah. But yeah, God, this game was cool.
This is one I saw the case again, like at the rental store, but I honestly have no connection to Double Dragon at all. Like, I never played those games really, so I didn't understand like why are these guys teaming up. I don't know. I was just no, you're right. I should have tried it, and I tried to play it before this. I understand why it's not on the Rare Replay, but I thought it would be in like the Sega Genesis collection or something. Yeah. Because I don't know. I thought this would be easier to find, but I haven't been able to. And I'd like to play it a lot. Like, it looks fun as hell. I love beat 'em ups. So I should have tried it. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
The art was cool with them like back to back.
Yeah.
Why didn't I play? I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. That brings us to the last release as of right now, Battletoads Arcade. Developed by Rare and released in arcades in 1994. All three Toads, this time, must fight through 6 levels to stop the Dark Queen from destroying the universe. Each Toad is playable, and it's similar to Battle Maniacs in that they all have their own skills and looks and abilities, with Zitz being the intermediate between the powerhouse Pimple and the kicker Rash. So, this game is my favorite of all of them. It's my favorite version of Battletoads, for right now at least. And I had never played it until Pinballs had it here in Austin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I never played it before.
Why didn't even know they had it?
We played it there. You and I played it there.
I don't remember that, dude.
Me, you, and Kyle played a few rounds, and then you and I have definitely played more since that.
I don't remember that. I just played it before this on the Rare replay.
Oh, yeah? Is that the first time?
Yeah.
I know it wasn't your first time.
Well, until you're reminding me right now, yes.
I have very distinct memories.
I don't. Is it there still? I mean, we haven't been there in a while, but
it was there the last time we went.
What? Where?
It's over on the left side. When you go in, you turn around left. It's against the wall by the restaurant area. It has 3 joysticks and button layout. It's got a bigger screen. It's got Battletoads across the top.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'm gonna have to send you some images. I'm pretty sure I have pictures of us playing it.
Oh,
Just me posing with you.
You should do that.
I'll see if I can find any. But Battletoads Arcade, way more violent. There's so much blood. Mortal Kombat was clearly popular at this time. And there's that boss where you grab his dick and you just punch it over and over. What the fuck?
Yeah.
A lot of weird, like, Rare's humor is starting to bleed through.
Yeah.
More. I mean, they've always had the humor there, but more so because it seems like they have more free reign in an arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
To do what they want. I had great memories of playing with you. Apparently, you do not.
Forgettable.
Wow. Okay. Ouch. Your knife.
Just kidding, dude. Just kidding.
Pretended to pull a knife out of my back for the podcast listeners.
I remember it was just cloudy with smoke.
Feely. I was. Never mind. It felt like a cartoon. The sprites were very detailed, and I think they could do more because of the power of the arcades.
Yeah.
So I think it's the best looking one of the bunch, and it's fun as hell. It's hard still, but it's fun.
That first level's cool. We're in like space. There's like a space battle going on behind you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool as hell. Yeah, totally. I love that game, and I plan to play more of that on the replay. Yeah,
it's fun. I wanted to play as different characters. I was playing it before this, but it said press B or X to play as Rash or Pimple, but it wouldn't let me. I could only play as Zitz. But that's anyway, weird. No, I like this game. You're right, a very bloody game. Every punch, there's blood flying out. Like,
and don't they have like spikes on their feet when they kick too sometimes, or something?
I think so, yeah.
Like blood just squirts out.
Like there's one level where you battle this big snake, which I did not care for. That's like it's like blood just like squirting. There's like blood all over its face when it like bites you. Yeah.
Did you beat it? Did you beat it before this?
The game?
Yeah.
No, I didn't beat the entire thing. I beat that snake. I kicked its head off.
Nice.
But haven't beat the game though. I want to.
Nice. Yeah, me too.
It's a lot of fun though.
It's a blast, and I really love playing it in a cabinet. That's one of them I'd love to get someday.
Yeah. It'd be awesome if they had like the whole Battletoads collection on a cabinet, like your
Turtles one. That would be so cool,
including the new one.
Yeah,
you're listening, Rare.
That would be so dope. Get with Arcade One Up, yo.
Yeah, make that happen.
So
a lot of nerds to buy that.
A lot of nerds.
2 right here.
2 nerds. Check, please.
Sign me up.
What does that mean? The Battletoads since the last Battletoads game, Battletoads Arcade, have been kind of laying dormant, though they have made 2 appearances in 2 different game series. One, you have Rash turning up in Killer Instinct, which was dope and unexpected. And I feel like that was supposed to start teasing the return of the Toads. I believe that was in 2015. And also in 2015, I believe, from the information I could find, the Battletoads were in Shovel Knight. They were discoverable add-on characters that you could find, and they take you through a battle. It's actually really fucking cool. But they specifically recreated 3 different Battletoads levels inside of Shovel Knight. And you have to battle the Battletoads through that level. So, like, the first one, you're doing the rope down the tunnel, and you have to kick the battle. Like, they're training you. Like, they're giving you new powers. And you have to kick the Battletoad off the rope as you're dodging, like, bats and stuff. Like, it's just
that's awesome.
It's so cool. And the next one is the Turbo Tunnel, where you have to race one of the Battletoads on the hover bike. It's so cool. It's really, really cool. And the sprites for the Toads, they're really well done. It's all in Shovel Knight, art style, and it's really great. But that was 2015. That was the last time we heard from the Toads. Until this week.
Oh, yeah.
Battletoads, which I don't know why they couldn't give it some kind of subtitle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Battletoads, developed by Delilah Studios with supervision from Rare and releasing exclusively on the Xbox and PC. Game Pass on August 20th, 2020. That is this Thursday? Tuesday?
No, 16th, 17th, 18th. Yeah, I think Thursday.
Perfect. So this is going to come out the day before Battletoads is released. The story, as far as I could tell, I couldn't really find a synopsis to write down, but the interviews that I've watched, the makers behind the game say that it's like the Battletoads think they're famous after saving the world so many times or the universe so many times, but nobody knows who they are. So they're trying to get back their stardom since it's been so long, and 2, fight the new threat, which the boss, the bad guys look kind of like a Donkey Kong Country villain. Like they look kind of like masks, like a Crash Bandicoot almost, like the Ooga. I don't know. I can't remember his name. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, you didn't play those games. I forgot.
Nope.
But yeah, what are your hopes for Battletoads, the new one?
Just all the same. I've seen trailers and stuff of gameplay, and it looks awesome. Like, I'm glad they still have the sprites. They look more individualized now. Yeah. It seems like, even though Pimple is the powerhouse and Rash is like the fast one, like, I feel like that never came through in the games. Like, maybe Rash is a little quicker, but I don't think it ever really benefited you in any way when you're fighting anyone. And this one, it seems like it probably does more impact that.
Sure.
Like, the characters look like they've always looked different, but they look completely different in this one.
Yeah.
Which I like. I like that they're more like Pimple's more like a toad.
Sure.
Yeah, I like the art style. So yeah, no, I hope it's not short. I mean, I understand that games like this are typically shorter, but
yeah,
give us.
Well, the new Streets of Rage was like 14 levels. I hope it's like that.
Yeah, same.
Longer, multiple parts. And I hope it's not super hard, or that there's levels of difficulty, because I want to be able to beat it and know the story without having to be stressed the fuck out.
I hope it's the same difficulty, but I hope you can just save it.
Well, I'm fine with that too, but I also want to just put it on easy. Give me choices. That's all I ask. You just want it to be hard all around.
Not necessarily hard, just I want it to be
That first game is fucking hard.
Battletoad difficulty.
Okay. That's fine.
That's all I'm saying. With saves.
That's fine. With save. I'm pretty sure we'll have saves, checkpoints, what have you. Looks great. I want to play it. We're definitely going to be streaming some.
For sure.
Seeing how it goes later this week, I'm sure. We'll see what happens. But Battletoads, very excited for it. Love that it looks like a cartoon.
Yeah,
again,
so cool.
Kind of taking inspiration from recent releases like Cuphead and just embracing the 90s aesthetic as opposed to the Merry Melodies Disney stuff.
Which is
So
cool.
that's no, yeah, no, it's just different things.
Yeah.
Not putting that down. I just think it's really cool what's going on with games right now, that they're embracing
Definitely.
this era instead of it looks like a cartoon. No, looks like a cartoon from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's really cool. Cool
Yeah.
aesthetic all around. Can't wait for that game. Battletoads,
Agreed.
baby. We just talked about it.
We're
We killed
done.
it.
We did it.
Put a fork in it. All right. That brings us to some of our last segments. First up, we're loving it. We are loving it. This is the section of the show where we talk about pop culture, normally, games, movies, TV shows, books, what have you, that we're loving, and we want to recommend to you, our listener. Yeah, what are you loving this week, my friend?
I have two that I've been
Cheater!
binging. Well, too bad. I've just really been into them this past week. I've binged them. One last night, I watched 4 episodes because I really got into it, which is The Watchmen on HBO Max. Have you watched that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's incredible.
It's so good. It took me a couple episodes to figure out, like, what was going on. I was like, where are the Watchmen at?
Yeah.
But I understand what's going on now,
Yeah.
at least a little bit. I'm still waiting for everything to come together, but so far so good. And man,
for a treat.
I wish I wouldn't have slept on it so long because it's good.
Hey, you experience it when you experience it. It's
Yeah,
worth it.
well, if anyone else has slept on it, you shouldn't anymore. What else are you doing? Watching The Office again?
Yeah, don't do that.
No,
Watch Watchmen.
Steve Carell has enough money.
Absolutely.
I don't know if he gets money per watch. And the other one is because it's on Hulu, because FX just released it's been a few months now. But What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh.
Have you seen that too?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I watched that every week when it was released.
So if anyone is a fan of Matt Berry, this is Matt Berry at his finest, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
Some of the things that Matt Berry does is has nothing, like the Jackie Daytona episode.
Jackie Daytona. I was just gonna say that.
It had nothing to do with vampires whatsoever.
Just started a new life.
Yeah.
Owned a bar, or no, I worked at a bar.
Yeah. I just fell in love with that high school volleyball team.
Daytona. Yeah.
I love that Mark Hamill was in that episode.
Yeah.
What a good show. What a good show.
Yeah. Fantastic show. I'm so glad it got nominated for a bunch of Emmys. That's
same.
Rad.
Deserves them. I love the guest appearances by Jermaine Clement and
Taika.
Taika's only been in it once, but
still,
hopefully in the future.
Whole last episode with Tilda Swinton.
Oh my God.
Wesley Snipes on Skype. So great. Fucking Paul Rubens. That was brilliant. That was pure brilliance.
Danny Trejo was.
Oh yeah. Cinematic vampires. Oh man. Yeah, great show.
Yeah.
Both great recommendations.
What about you, dude? What are you loving?
What I'm loving is something a little different. I haven't done this before.
Oh.
Normally I would feature this on Stoned and Starving, my other show with Stone in the title. But
I guess I tweeted this.
I started eating these before I could review it, and I don't regret it. Star Wars Vanilla. Let's see here. What is it? Vanilla sandwiches, Millennium Falcon. Sandwiches made with light ice cream. I didn't even know that. Star Wars.
I mean, it looks delicious, and it looks just cool.
The Millennium Falcon. You can eat the fucking Millennium Falcon.
To eat that.
They're at Target. That's where I found them. Target off of Brody Lane, if you're in Austin. And they are delicious. They are so good. I have 2 left. I made sure to put those in the freezer before I brought the box. But they're very tasty. The cookie stays nice and firm with a little bit of the melty ice cream, when you just let it melt just a tad. But the cookie always stays firm. And the ice cream's delicious. Like I said, I didn't know it was light ice cream because it tastes good. So hey, you're watching your weight or whatever. Get some Star Wars ice cream and eat the whole box.
I'm going on a diet. I'm gonna go get some Millennium Falcon ice cream sandwich cookies.
I recommend it.
I'm gonna go get them right now.
But very good. They're very tasty, and if you're a Star Wars lover, I mean that's pop culture right there, baby. Put some Millennium Falcon in your mouth.
I would love to do that.
I will say it was off-putting when I got to the Wookiee hair core, but the rest of it is very tasty. Just eat around it.
I just want to try that. I want to try the Wookiee hair core. Just to say
I was curious too.
Just to say I did.
But I've been coughing up hair for hours.
Sounds
Could barely sleep last night. Too much Wookiee in the throat.
It happens.
That brings us to the streams. What are we streaming? Do you have plans? I'm gonna do some Battletoads.
Yeah,
because we got it all rare replay.
If we're talking rare, I think we should do some. Maybe we should get a pirate crew together.
Oh,
and take down Kraken.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. I was gonna also potentially suggest some Grounded, maybe.
Ooh.
We'll see if we have time for that. But I like Sea of Thieves. And I'm thinking about doing some Fall Guys. I got to get some Fall Guys on there.
Fall Guys for sure.
That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add onto that, stream-wise?
I might do some Apex. I did some Apex and Overwatch yesterday, but no one watched. Just me. I was the only watcher.
I didn't know you were playing.
I just randomly did it. I was bored, and I was like, I'm going to stream. So, yeah, maybe. We'll see how the week goes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
What about you? We already just talked about it. Anything outside of that you might do by yourself? I know you talked about doing Blair Witch again, maybe?
Yeah, probably. I mean, not yet, though. I'm a little obsessed with Fall Guys.
Fair.
It's going to take me some time to break away from that.
I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, that wraps it up for this week. I think that about does it. We covered the Toads. We covered what we're loving and what we're going to stream. Top 3. Wow. What an ep.
We did it all.
What an ep. Thank you all so much for watching and for listening and for being there for us when we needed you most.
Yeah, we really respect you.
Lots of respect. Stay safe and stay isolated. That fucking COVID is still happening. Wear a mask. Yes. Stay stoned. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye.